Hi, welcome to my next series on Angular 4. And in this session, we will be discussing about handling multiple service calls. So, many a times a scenario comes in the actual project that we need to make multiple calls. Only with one single call, we won't be able to achieve a business case scenario. So, say for example, you have in the first call you are selecting one country, and from that country you are getting the say the capital city of that country, and in the next call you will in the next service call you will send this capital city of that country and fetch the details of that related to that city. And there can be several similar use cases like that, so let us see how we can achieve that. So we will discussing this concept of also we will be discussing the concept of merge map or flat map and fork join over here, which is nothing but having this having the service call sequentially or in parallel. So we'll quickly look into the concept. So let's jump right into the concept. uh, so before that, let us have a look at this diagram. So here I made a diagram of sequential service call. So it made the first business case scenario which I mentioned. Here we have to make first service call, then whatever response comes that goes as the output of the second service call, and then the second service call is being made. Okay, so it is sequential. When the first service call completes, then the second service call is triggered, and finally you get the desired output. So same way we will see the parallel service call in which uh, or the synchronous service call in which we can have uh, two services like being called parallelly at the same time. It is not sequential, means both the service may be independent of each other, they don't have to be dependent on each other, and finally we get one output. So we'll look at this concept in more detail in the code. So I jump to the code base now. Before discussing more detail in the code base, let us first have a look at the services which we'll be using. So we'll be using two services. One is the services related to countries, okay, which we have already which I already discussed in one of my previous session. That is the HTTP GET, using HTTP GET method in Angular 2 and 4. So you can refer to that. So this is the same file I'm using. The only thing is I'll be using only this method over here. So it's very simple. You just have to import an injectable and HTTP service and use this injectable decorator and export it as class countries service and inject this HTTP service, HTTP object rather, okay, and just use this method, and I am passing the country name to this method. So from this country name, so if I pass this country name as a parameter to this URL, which is the free REST service I am using, which I have used in my previous session also, I'll get the entire details related to this country. So from this detail I'll only pick up the country's capital. So that we will do in a short while. Now next service is weather services provided by Yahoo. That is a free service which I am using. So here also I'll do the same, import injectable, import HTTP, and use the injectable decorator. And this is the class weather service. I have named it a class weather service, and same way I am using the dependency injection to inject the HTTP object. And over here also I am using the creating a custom method of my own called get city weather forecast, and whatever city name I have received as a response from this country's HTTP, I'll pass it over here. We'll see how in the code. So here also I'll just use this Yahoo URL, and here I'll pass the city name. Okay, so Yahoo also provides a free URL to do so. So this is the URL. So if you go to this URL, you'll find that Yahoo provides us free endpoints. So if we come over here and just check the endpoints, okay, so you see they have written Yahoo query language, but we are not concerned about query language. We are just concerned about the endpoint, services endpoint, which is here. So this, if you hit, this is the same URL that we are using. So if I just copy this and if I just paste it, okay, so I'll get the detail, the weather detail of the city name that I am passing over here. So here we have got some city name. So if you check the URL, we have the city name over here. So say for example, if this city I am passing as say Mumbai, so I'll have the detail about Mumbai over here. Okay, see Yahoo weather for Mumbai. So this is what we'll be using over here. So you can just copy this and just to check it in the formatter. So I'm using a JSON formatter. Okay, and here I'll paste that response so that I can understand the structure, and that way I can parse it. So it is object is returning a query, dot query, whatever object we receive as a response, dot result, dot channel, and from dot channel we can use dot location, so and dot city, dot country name, and then dot atmosphere. Okay, here we'll get dot humidity, pressure, and whatever is the value, and then dot astronomy also we can use. Okay, for sunrise and sunset time. Okay, so this way we can use. So we'll check for the country's capital. Say for example, if I take India, it will be New Delhi. If I take China, it will be Beijing, and so on. Okay, now let us come back to this code. So now we come back to app component. So here you have to, whatever service you want to use, you have to import that service. See both the services. I have to use the provider for that services. Okay, in the provider array I have to mention those services. Okay, I'll just declare a object, say city details. Okay, and default value I'll take over here. Okay, and this is the title, table heading, all will be binded to my HTML. So if I come to my HTML, you'll see I have taken a table. I've used a CSS class, bootstrap class, but you don't need to use it if you don't want to. I've just used it to decorate my HTML, which is very easy using this CSS, bootstrap CSS, but you are free to use your own style. Okay, now here I am binding each row with, see, first column contains the label, second column contains the value. So city details is the object where I am collecting all my response. So the country, city details dot city, humidity, pressure, all these things are binded, sunrise and sunset, and I've created a button, and button primary is the CSS class name which I am using just to decorate it. It will give me a blue colored button. This is a bootstrap class. Now on click event of the button I am calling this get forecast. So if you come over here, I have already created the code as it would save us time, and I'll just explain you the codes step by step. And the codes, lots of code I have kept it commented. I'll just uncomment it in each and every step as we go through it. Okay, so this is the method that is being called by that button for get forecast. So I'll just call this country. So conventionally how will you do it? We'll just call this country service, get country detail India. Say I pass the value India. So in this country's HTTP service, it will call the get country detail and passing this country name as India. So this URL will get hit with this parameter, and it will return the response after I subscribe to it. Then this service will get called, because this is an observer, it returns an observer, and as you know that observer is always lazy loaded. Okay, so subscribe, and then I'll collect the response in country, and then I'll call this weather service now. And weather service, so what I'll call the get city weather forecast that I have created. Get city weather forecast and pass the city name, that is the capital city. So after receiving this response country, the capital city we know is denoted by dot capital if you look at the JSON structure. Okay, so this returns me a capital value. Okay, so if you want to have a look at it, you can even hit the JSON. We already have covered this, but let us have a look at it. Okay, just to refresh it. So say for example, I'll just copy this, let me hit it in the URL directly, and let us check this structure, that will be easy to relate it. So the capital returned is New Delhi. Okay, so what I'll do is, so I'll just type here directly New Delhi, because I'm passing India as the parameter, so parameter returned is New Delhi. Okay, sorry, some mistake, some quotes or something is still there which is missing. New Delhi. Oh, I think I have taken the wrong one, sorry. Okay, it should not be New Delhi, it should be India, because I'm passing the country name and I'll get the response as New Delhi. Okay, so that is the mistake I have done. Okay, so instead of New Delhi, let me take India, because first I have to pass the country name. Okay, then it will return me the detail of India. Okay, This is most probably coming because of this quotes, I think. Yes. Okay, so I get the response. So again I'll open one more JSON viewer, that online viewer or online formatter. I'll just paste it, just come to the viewer and just see we get the response. So it is the 0th array and dot name is India. Okay, then I can use dot capital. See, dot capital is New Delhi, so this is what I am using over here. Okay, so in my code I am simply using dot capital. So 0th array, there's only one array, that is the 0th item. Dot capital will evaluate it to the value of the capital city. So I'm passing India, so it will be New Delhi. If I pass over here China, it will be Beijing. Okay, and so on. Okay, now after this response is received, another service will get called, and again you have to subscribe to the second sequence of service. And here again I'm getting the response as details, and finally I am calling this dot set weather data, this method I have created over here, passing these details in the JSON format. So this weather data will get these details in JSON format over here, and from here I can just parse this. Say table heading will be title, weather data dot query dot result dot channel dot title. If you look at this service response, you see that the structure is the same. See, dot results, query dot result dot channel, okay, dot location, dot atmosphere, dot humidity, pressure, same way. So this is how we are doing it. Now you can even optimize this code even further. Like, see, there are repetition till here, it is very much common. So entire code till here you can assign it to a single variable, and you can you can just use that variable over here instead of always using weather data dot query dot result dot channel. Just store it in a variable and just use that variable instead of this whole thing. That variable name dot atmosphere dot pressure, dot astronomy dot sunrise, variable name dot astronomy dot sunset. So anyway, this is just for demo purpose, so I have not optimized the code, but you have a scope of optimizing it. Fine. So this way I get all the value in city details object, and this city details object, as you know, we are binding it to this tables value, city details dot humidity, pressure, sunrise, sunset. Now let's run the code and check. Okay, so I'll just come over here. So this is my code, so I'll just click on get forecast and I get all the response. Okay, so this is fine, but what is the issue out here? The issue out here is, like, we are using the conventional way of sequencing my call. So as many call as I want, I'll keep on using dot subscribe dot subscribe dot subscribe. So this way I'm going on making a pyramid structure, so it is not good for the readability of the code. So to deal with this, Angular already includes this RxJS library, and in RxJS library you can utilize the merge map or flat map. Okay, just to use this, as I mentioned over here, merge map and flat map. So this will reduce your code, condense your code. It will achieve the same thing but condense the code. So merge map or flat map we use when we are having a sequential service call, when the second service call is dependent on the first service call's output or response. So I've already written it over here. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this part till here, not required. Okay, and just remove it. So it saves me time from typing. So I already typed it. So now you see I'm doing the same thing, only I'm removing the subscribe. I'm using merge map, and then over here I'm getting a response for this service, whatever service I've hit over here. Get country detail, response will come over here in country. So country 0 dot capital, again I'm calling another service over here, weather service. So country's capital I'm passing, and then finally I can subscribe. Just one subscription is required, and here I can collect in details and I can call set weather data same way. So still it will work the same way. So now let us run this. Let us click. Okay, so we get it. So you see how much the code has been condensed, so the readability of the code has increased. Okay, so this way the readability increases. So this is the example of merge map or flat map. Okay, now coming to the next part, when the service call is parallel instead of sequential. Like, say for example, there is one employee record, there are two tables, different tables of employee record. One is his personal information, one table consists of his say accounts, all the accounts information or financial information, and both contains the same employee ID. So here the first service is not dependent on this other service, or second service is not dependent on first service, so they don't need to be sequential. They can fire in parallel. It will save us time, turnaround time. You can parallelly fire the service. So with one go only, you can retrieve both the informations. Okay, so in that case, this fork join is being used when we have parallel services. So here also, just to demonstrate it, what I am doing is I am getting the city detail and the weather detail directly. I am not using it sequentially. Okay, so for that, what I have done, I'll just uncomment that code. I've already coded it, so I'll just uncomment it. Don't need to type it soon. And the table also I have used, so I'll just uncomment this in the HTML part. So here also I've used the same table. See, I've kept two different variable, but you can have same single variable. So city result and weather result, and for humidity, pressure, same thing I have collected. Only the thing is description I have collected description also. Initially I had not collected description, so just a little change I have made just to differentiate between the two. So if you come back to app component, so it is similar. The only thing is, first you need to import observable from RxJS and also import this fork join from this RxJS, and then after that I'll uncomment this. I have created two different variables. Okay, so I have created two different variables. One variable city result having default value of city, country and city, and another weather result which has pressure, humidity and description with default value. Otherwise you can still use this same if you want. In fact, I should have used same, but just for demonstrating purpose, I've used two variables. You could have reused this same variable. Don't need these two separate variables. Okay, so here I'll create a different method which I'm calling on the click of the second button. So on this second button, if you observe, I have called this method. This button is styled using button space button danger, which is a red color button in Bootstrap CSS. So that is just optional. So on click of this button, I'm calling get city details. Okay, so here when I call get city details, so what we can do is you can have two different variables or as many variables, as many service you are calling, and just get the reference of this service. Call this service method, invoke this service method and map it and store the reference in these variables, and then you can finally call just a single or 2-3 lines of code. Just call this observable has a method called fork join, and this takes array as an argument. Okay, and this array you can give the number of services that you want to call at the same time. So for the sake of simplicity, I am taking only two services. First is the capital city detail, another is the weather detail, these two references, and then finally you can subscribe. Just one subscription is required, and then you can collect the value in any variable. So I have named the variable as results, so this will be returned as an array. So the first item of the array, that is result 0, will correspond to the result of this service, and second item of the array will correspond to the result of this service, that is the weather detail. Okay, and then I will just I just created one method called set weather data 1. I could have used the same method also over here, okay, to minimize the code even further, but I just kept it separate for the learning purpose, so that when I distribute this code, so it is easy for you to refer. But in a real-time project, try to minimize it, try to reuse the same one. Okay, so in city result dot country, I am taking city data country name, city data capital just like before, and then weather result dot humidity is same way, just like I've collected over here. It's the same thing. In fact, you can reuse it, and then finally this is binded over here. Okay, so to the second table. See, weather result dot description over here, and the country name and city name over here. So now let's run it and let us check it. Okay, so first button, if I click, I'll get the first table populated. Okay, so I'll just scroll it and just click of the second button. So first one is a sequential call, second one is a parallel call. Okay, so I get it over here. So see how easy it is in Angular 2 or Angular 4 to handle multiples call. So you can just modify it further to even handle the error. If you refer to my video, one of the previous video, this HTTP error also, you can just use .catch and you can handle the error also for this service call. So just try to handle the error also over here, and you can experiment it with different services. Okay, so it is simple. I'll just go through it. So in HTML, I have created the data binding. I have created two services, weather.http service, which is using the Yahoo weather service, and countries HTTP service which is using the countries HTTP service. So through countries HTTP service I am just sending the country name. Okay, from country name it is giving me a response. From that response over here, see, from the response I am collecting the country's capital, and this capital again I am passing to the weather API service. So weather API service will take that capital city name and just return me the humidity, temperature, etc., all the detail of this city using these services. And finally that response is being binded into the HTML. And this we have seen two different demos. First part is the sequential triggering of the service, and second part is the parallels triggering. In parallel we use fork join, in sequential we use merge map or flat map, whatever you call it. So you can run it with different parameter also. So let us just pass a different parameter. Like here we are passing the country name as India. Say I pass Japan. Okay, let us run this application. So just say get forecast. See, Japan, Tokyo. Okay, and if I pass say China, so this also you can make it dynamic. If you remember in my previous session I have hit the service and collected all the countries name, and from the drop down you are choosing the country name, and then we are fetching the value based on that country. So even this whole country name you can create one more service. You can create a drop down box, and from the drop down box you can select any country and just say get forecast. So I leave this as an exercise for you. Okay, so it can be dynamic. So I hope this learning was fruitful for you. If you have any queries, please do feel free to post your queries on the comment section. And if you like my videos, then definitely click on like, and do provide your feedback and comment, and share this video with your friends or colleagues. So I'll be back with another tutorial on Angular 4, another JavaScript framework libraries in future. So just stay tuned, and thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.